Guys, what's going on? This is the Texas Roadrunner, and I just wanted to say, first off, Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas. It's the 25th as of today, and look, there's the skate rink right there, Lufkin Skate Ranch. Woo! Anyways, I kind of wanted to apologize to everybody. I guess I kind of got everybody riled up. I got myself riled up. I made the last couple videos look like I was gonna leave, and I really was. I was 95% ready to leave. I just had to wait on some stuff, but we were gonna leave January 1st, and we've come to the conclusion that for a while I'm probably not gonna leave. And so basically, and I'm not gonna go through all the details, but I had a talk with my mother over the phone, and um, excuse me, and basically I was trying to figure out what was wrong. And I'm not going to go through detail because my mother watches my videos, and I don't like to put a lot of stuff out there and all that shit. But I felt like, and this is mainly because of how I get treated on the road. But I just felt like, whether I'm working at the rink or just being in town in general, I felt like I was in the way. My mother and really my family has a whole bunch of shit to do, and sometimes if I can't get something I need, I gotta ask for help from them. And that means they gotta stop doing what they're doing, and if they want to, then and help me. And it's not like I'm asking them to give me money and shit like that. I mean, I obviously work at the rink, but again, it just makes me feel like I'm in the way because of the fact that when I'm on the road, and I'm pretty sure y'all have heard my stories, some guy kicking the crap out of me to wake me up and get me to move when I had Maddie, and all these other stuff, how law enforcement treats us and stuff like that. That I really feel like I'm, in a sense, especially when I'm on the road, I feel like I'm a problem. Not that I'm comfortable with who I am, but I know that people are uncomfortable with who I am. Not just, old people, because I get a lot of problems from them. I'm talking about people in general. When you go through small towns, even big cities, people have a problem with you because and they're in the back of their mind, they're thinking you're homeless. Whether you are or not shouldn't really matter. They still look at you as a problem, regardless. Because you're out there trying to make it, and you're right here in their eyes, and they're all the way up here in their eyes. And so make a long story short, I had to talk with her, and I told her I really didn't want to leave. I like working for the rank. I love working with the people who work there, the people I've known for years. But again, I just didn't know if I was basically making people uncomfortable to even be around with because of the fact that I'm a hobo. I'm very, in a way, socially, I guess you could say basically socially awkward, because I just don't really understand how to talk to a lot of people. I mean, it's one thing if I'm talking to another hobo or another traveling kid, or somebody who has the same ideas like me, stuff to do with music like Def Leppard or military gear and stuff like that. But just people in general, I really have a hard time talking with. And a lot of times I try to avoid people. I work at the rink because in my opinion, it's the easiest job I can do. I know that I can go and hand out skates like I do to the kids and the adults who want to skate. I get paid $8 an hour. I get at least 2 to 3 days of work every week, with the exception of right now. I'm working every day except for today. We're open all this week, and I think half of next week. I'm not sure. But again, it's very weird for me to try to engage with people, because again, I really don't know how to do so. And I think that's because a lot of the kids I knew growing up, 90% of them 90% of those kids that I knew when we were younger, most of them were, into video games and, hanging out at the mall and whatever that swag thing was at the time, which I think still is a thing, and all this other stuff. I was never into it. I was more into being outside. I did have video games, but I wasn't big into it. And again, I was just more into being outside and didn't want to do what the other kids were doing because I felt like that's not what I was meant to do, so to speak, So, again, I just don't know how to really do it. YouTube's easy to do because I'm just holding a phone as a camera and basically talking to y'all, and then y'all talk back to me either on my phone. Some of y'all have me on my phone number, Joseph, for example. I'm not gonna put out your YouTube name. And then a lot of y'all talk to me through YouTube comments and stuff like that, which I love. I love getting interacted like that because it's, until I actually get to know the person, it's very easy for me to interact with them on YouTube compared to how it is with being in person. So that's one of the reasons why I always have dogs. Xena's laying right there. Avery's over here. She's supposed to be using the restroom. And then Duke's inside, but he's in trouble because he ran over in the parking lot and almost got hit by a car. So that wasn't fun to watch. But anyways, I just want to let y'all know we're not leaving. I was hoping we were. I am packed up, ready to go in case I have to for whatever reason. But I'm trying to stick it out as long as possible. And like I said, I really would love to buy this house. I really would. I think I could do a lot of amazing things with it. If I was to own it, I'd probably try to make it look as I wouldn't say traditional. I want to try to make it look as old as possible, not anything modern, because I really don't give a shit for modern stuff. Anyways, with that thrown on the side, I want to show y'all what we dumpster dived the other day. So there's a dumpster nearby over there, not ours, but there's one over there that people like to throw shit out. And one of the things I found the other night was this big ass tent. This has to be like a 6 to 8 person tent. And the problem is I don't have all the piping for it. That's the main problem. You see, basically what I'm missing is this piece, these piping is supposed to go right through here, and it's supposed to stand the tent up. And then these ones right here are supposed to hold the sides of the tent. The problem is this one's missing a pole. That's pole, pipe, whatever. And so to combat that, so to speak, I have rope on both sides of the tent to stick it out so I can see what it looks like. And really there's nothing wrong with it aside from the pole. The only thing that is messed up is if you look right there, there's some holes, little tears right there, but that's easy to fix. And then I found a cot and another cot, and I found this basket that I'm going to use for gardening once spring comes around. And then I found a dresser, so to speak. It's really just a storage tote that I have right here. So I got my socks and underwear and all that up here, and then I keep my jeans and pants down there and what fatigues I have, and I keep my towels obviously right here, and then all my shirts and my uniforms from different countries and stuff like that, and what shirts I find in the garbage cans and dumpsters all go right here. And there's my favorite hat. And then, last but not least, importantly at least, I found these boots. I cut the whatever it was attached to off because I didn't need it. I just wanted the boots because if I go apply over at Pilgrims again, I'm gonna have to have a good pair of rubberized work boots. And even though these are a couple sizes bigger than what I typically do, these will have to do, So anyways, yeah, we've been pretty busy trying to do stuff. I'm just cleaning up the backyard at the moment. And like I said, I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. I really don't. You know, I've traveled for quite some time. Usually, people who start off young, they travel either for a couple months or for a couple years, and next thing you know, they're all big and mighty, and they write a book about their 6 months of being on the road, and you know, they become the best-selling author. And I've been on the road for 5 years, 5.5, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's been about 5 years now. And the good thing is, so I'm gonna try to get my license within the next month or two, and I'm gonna get a truck. And the truck, basically, here's the front. Here's the driver door right here. Okay, you can open it up with a handle. Now this is a four-seat truck. It could fit 4 people, but it only has 2 doors, and you got to open the other one right here, kind of like this, and the handle is inside of this door. So what I'm saying is, basically, I'm gonna take the back seats out of this truck, so to speak, and put a bed in there. Basically, I'm gonna have boxes with supplies or whatnot, clothing and supplies, and then on top of the boxes is gonna be a foam mattress for me and the dogs to lay on. So next year, we'll actually be able to go to Brett again. And if anything, we'll either bring just our sleeping bag and such and sleep outside, or we'll sleep in our truck and whatnot. And for those wondering what that's called rubber tramping. So yeah, I'm really thinking, I'm trying to think ahead of this, you know. Well, anyways, I gotta get back to cleaning. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and again, I'm sorry if I got everybody's hopes up. I'm still going to keep doing videos, obviously, and somebody suggested to me to do survival type videos on gear and skills and stuff like that, so I'm going to do that as well. So like I said, I got to get back to cleaning, and we're going to have a good dinner tonight, so we'll see y'all later.